Diaz.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
There's no. That's a high net.
I have no idea, David.
Not easy.
I look over and I was having an issue.
White
I wasn't connected anymore.
Right.
I don't know if I don't know.
James Wood, a tremendous effort. That could have been a triple.
Sorry about that.
For Eli White.
Absolutely, and probably a pretty easy triple with the great speed that you get from Eli White. You got this big body laying out all the way to get it, and the ball's also tailing away from you. That's a really nice play from James Wood, who's having himself a pretty good night so far. Oh, that would have been fun to watch Eli run in that spot.
He might have gotten all the way home. I think you're right, but unfortunately nothing to show for it. Back to the top here, and Acuna.
How did Wiley finish?
Yeah, that's what we got to follow up. Go ahead, Wiley.
Your timing was impeccable. Right here, Eli hits the ball right here.
There you go.
It's a big league move, Wiley, picking somebody out and asking someone else to help, and we're all in this together.
Yep.
Hey, I got to give my man credit. He volunteered. He said, "Hey, I got it."
Oh,
Good
nice.
job.
All right.
Good work. People
My
helping
apologies.
People helping people.
back.
High quality Braves fans down here.
There's a lot of them.
I had to set the stream back up.
Yeah, last night, and
I
again,
don't
it was
know-
a
I do
really
not know
small
what
crowd,
happened.
But
I'll have to
the
investigate
Nats
that
fans
after.
vacated after the Braves put up 5 in the
But
middle
we're back.
innings, and then you could hear the Braves fans that were left hooting and hollering the rest of the way en route to a 9-4 win.
That guy's getting an earful from his lady, wondering why he gave it to that
Why
lady.
didn't I get the ball? Acuna sends it out to Young.
All right, Acuna out to center field for
2
out
away
number
here in the
2.
third.
Here we are in the top of the third. 2 outs. No runs. No runners. Trailing 4-1 to the Washington Nationals.
That little where you see that this buzz.
Yeah, I tell you,
section, I don't know what they call
David,
that, but that one's crowded today.
That's why
I think I know why.
I really hope to get
Get that beer
some
jacket
generous
on.
people to help me out here.
It's $5
You know, maybe with
Tuesdays,
some super chats,
including
or some
$5
stickers, or
beers,
maybe even a
which
direct
at a ballpark,
Cash App
it's a
donation
bargain.
for the fact that I need to move to Starlink. But what I want to do is we're already paying. We pay $115 a month for our internet.
Drake Baldwin
And I have a
fouls it
60
off.
Mbps upload
Got
or
a couple of
download.
Missouri State guys.
and I
back
have
there.
like
Drew
a
Millis, the
10 to
catcher,
15
was the starting catcher at
Mbps
Missouri
upload.
State right before Drake Baldwin got
Now that
there.
10 to 15
And
upload,
then
a lot of
Baldwin
times it's like
arrived
5.
at Missouri State in
6.
2020.
Fluctuates.
Millis
I
became
just
a
have so
7th
many
round
problems.
pick by the A's when he left Missouri
What I want to
State,
do
and then
is
Baldwin,
if I
third
can
round
bump
pick by
enough
the Braves a few
donations,
years later.
I want to
wonder
try
if
Starlink
seems
out
like a
for that
recruiting
30
trip
days,
involved
but
maybe
I
for a
have to
couple
pay
of
for the
catchers.
equipment and
What was Millis's year?
installation. It'd be like
2019.
about $125, $135.
Baldwin the other way.
Then I can try it out. I really think that I'm
He
going to
drove
go
in a
with
couple of
Starlink,
runs, hitting the
but
ball right down that left field line
understand
yesterday
where
for
I'm
Drake
at.
Baldwin.
There's really no choices for internet, so I don't want to mess anything up. If Starlink's not going to be better, I don't want to leave a company, that the only other company I can get internet through, besides phone line DSL, which is about a 1.5
Kick saving a
Mbps.
beauty over there by
So
Brian.
that's not going to work. Anyways,
Way to knock
moving
it
on.
down.
Moving on. Back to the game. Here we are, 0-2 count.
And
got
when Drake
Baldwin,
came up, you
0-1
saw
on
his
the
numbers against the Nationals.
2 outs, top of the
In
third.
12 career games, so a small
Atlanta
sample
trailing
size, but he has
4-1.
had great success. And he is fighting here
Baldwin's
against Foster
gonna,
Griffin.
he's going to get a piece of that, but it's going to be foul ball.
The back-to-back split fingers that Drake Baldwin just saw here, left on left again. I mentioned it's going to be mostly the sweeper and the cutter, but just try to get him with the split.
And that two-seamer foul. He added that split finger over in Japan. That was something that he did not have in his first go around in the bigs. But as you said, 3 years in Japan, he said that's where he really learned to be a starter. Was an all-star last year in Japan, and then the Nationals bringing him stateside on a 1-year deal.
It's a rite of passage almost. If you want to go learn that pitch, that is the country to do it, and they own that one.
Baldwin, he got underneath that.
And it is gone.
That's gone, baby. That man gets stands. Woo, do the Ruben. Do the Ruben. There you go, baby! All right, so that's going to do it for the side. Ozzy Albies he just ground out to first. But Dubon brings it, Baldwin brings us within 2. Hey, Taylor, how you doing? Aldi. About time we get to see the bats start flying. Now, can the other team start? Can the others on the team start to pick theirs up? Let's take a look at that. Just a nicely placed ball. $80-mile-an-hour curveball.
$5, $7, and $9 lunch boxes.
Look at the kids of Brave Country representing here. The third inning is brought to you by Audi. Experience the all-new Audi Q3. It's a beauty. Get it at your local Atlanta area Audi dealer.
All right, here comes Suarez's first pitch.
Showing bunt.
Showing
Nunez
bunt. That's going to be
lead it
ball
off here at
one.
the bottom of the third.
You call that a striker? Ball.
Talk about certain games having feelings, right? This one has an early feeling here with the Braves getting behind, but the offense kind of keeping them in it. And now you're just looking for a pitcher to kind of stop it here a little bit. It's a good offense. We've talked about this offense coming into this one. Third most runs per game.
All ball. They're going to try chasing it down, but it's going to be out of play.
For Matt.
Find a way to slow it down, give this offense a chance, and they can come back and win it.
Yeah, again, the story early for the Nationals is they've given up a lot of runs. They've scored a lot of runs. They're 10-13, 23 games into the season. The Braves at 16-7. And there's the new skipper, young 33-year-old Blake Butera. Trying to bunt. Bunts it foul.
So we got Nunes with a one.
He's got
He's
great speed.
1-on-1 for the
8
day.
stolen bases, tied for 4th in baseball. So you know Nunez can go.
A couple of bunt hits for him so far this season. And you figure with 2 strikes, Austin Riley can be comfortable enough to go ahead and slide back.
Went to Collins High School in Gwinnett County, about 30 miles from Truist Park. Collins Hill High School. Gretchen making sure I got that correct. Not Collins High School in Gwinnett County. Oh, nice changeup. And correct. Not Collins High School in Gwinnett County. Oh, nice changeup. And the Collins Hill alum down.
Give me a second, guys, while I get this refreshed.
Jose Suarez kind of goes straight down this one, maybe even a little bit of glove side run to it. Locking up Nunez.
So Nunez 1 for 2. Now Bibas.
All right, now I'll get us. That's close enough.
I was kind of wondering about that guy sitting behind home plate wearing the Yankee jersey.
All right, so we got Vivas 0-1 on the day with a 302 batting average, 267 OPS. Or excuse me, 764.
He only played 29 games for the Yanks last year. I don't know if there's any Bibas Yankees jerseys floating around out there, but that would be something.
War number 90.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you're
that
just
is an
joining
Aaron
us,
Judge jersey. What do you think?
Probably.
Washington Nationals currently lead the Atlanta Braves 4-2.
I'm trying to look down there, but we're in the
here in the
clouds
bottom
out
of the
here,
third.
If we had the Hubble telescope, we could probably see it from here. Oh, that's a crime against humanity.
It's just an Amazon.com situation.
So is that out of bounds for you? To wear a jersey of a team that's not participating in the contest to a big league ballpark? What do you think? It's a controversial topic.
Let me say this: I have worn a Braves jersey to a Cardinals game several times when I was a kid, when the Braves weren't playing.
Okay, well,
now
you were a
maybe
kid.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
is there a cutoff?
Is there
over 18? Yeah.
You're out.
Yeah, you're out. Sounds like an next poll we might have to run.
Hey, how you doing, Kenneth?
I think that's good. The cutoff's 18. Now, is there a
Kenneth,
limit for just wearing a jersey in general?
You never have said. I don't know if you've noticed, but
the world's a tough place for all.
were
And
asking
then you want
for
to come to the ballpark and wear the same
score
uniform.
ticker. What do you think of it?
Have fun. Bring your glove.
I'm in.
I'm on board with
all real time, my friend.
Especially if you got your
all
kids
locally
with you.
hosted.
100%.
Some
web
people
script
get kind of upset about that concept.
calls-
There's an age
calls
limit on
on,
when you should be wearing a
StatCast
jersey.
API.
I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah. Now, if you're going out to dinner on a Friday with your wife,
You were the inspiration behind
be
it,
a
my
couple
friend.
of questions involved there.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on, Laz. Let your first base umpire should make that call. He's got the better look at it. I mean, I shouldn't say it. I mean, at home plate, if it really feels like he's coming towards you, you can make that call, I guess. But more often than not, when a lefty
I even
trying
have,
to deceive the runner by kind
more
of pushing
snap
that
pages
45-degree
and whatnot.
angle that you get,
Now,
I always feel like that should be the
I didn't
first
design
base
it,
umpire's
or
call.
I didn't.
No, yeah.
I didn't make it. I just happened to
It's
found
a tough one to
an
defend.
open
But it was
source.
the home plate umpire that called the balk, and now you've got Bibas in scoring position. And a
And then I
1-2
fixed
count
a
on
lot of
Tana.
things that were wrong.
Again, there's this imaginary 45-degree line, and I'd say Suarez was about 88 degrees. He almost went straight at home plate. Yeah, there you go. Good for him. You don't see it too often, but do it. Right now for Suarez, he did not like seeing the on-deck hitter probably 5-6 feet in from that on-deck circle. Gives you a look at the pitcher.
Yeah, so they move Millis over. Laz Diaz correcting that. We've talked about that before, and you said as a pitcher that would bother you.
Yeah, I mean, I never noticed guys trying to take that advantage, quite honestly. I feel like, and this is a much better view to kind of see it and not necessarily thinking about it, but he moved over far
Suarez
enough.
1-2 in the count, bottom of the third, one out. Runner on second. 4-2 lead with Washington. That's going to be a blooper up center. Harris underneath it for easy category.
Quick message here from Delta.
From Braves country to the world.
Seven or 8 years ago, I was calling a game in Texas. Adrian Beltre, of course, maybe more than that now, but He was reprimanded by the umpire. The pitcher didn't say anything. The umpire told him to move over. And so what Adrian Beltre did was he picked up the batter circle and dragged it over to where he wanted to stand. And he got kicked out of the game.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I actually seen
And
that.
I don't think Laz Diaz would stand for that either. As long
The
as
ump was
Laz
telling him he
was
had to
out.
go stand on the on-deck circle.
Oh, you got Wood doing the
Matt,
same
so he
thing.
just
in
went,
that
grabbed it,
spot,
and drug
yeah.
it to where he was
Way more
standing
than
before.
Millis was. Yikes.
Huh. I'm surprised that Suarez hasn't said anything. Laz kind of just looked over there.
Yeah, here we go. No. I guess not. Just a regular timeout. I mean, he is really pushing it. What do you think? 12, 15 feet?
Yeah, at least 10.
Free throw distance?
Yeah.
Like Wiley to say something to James Wood about that. Get him straightened out.
I'd love to have that conversation on tape.
Oh, here's my new favorite thing from our view that I never really thought about before. Wiley was pretty comfortable in his chair trying to keep himself warm, and then as soon as I said his name, he stood up in case he has to come on camera. That's going to happen a few more times.
All right, so
Always
0-2 the
camera
count. 2 outs, runner on second.
Got him.
Swing and a miss.
And change
That's
up.
going to do it. That'll be the end of the third. We're going to head to the top of the fourth.
Here for Suarez.
We'll see if Atlanta can cut that deficit down even more. Back in the stats panel. Got Matt Olson coming up, Austin Riley on deck, and Dubon will be batting in third in the hole. Foster Griffin's he's not done too bad. He's pitched 3 innings. He's currently running a 3.42 ERA.
Chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Braves trailing 4-2. We go to the top of the fourth. Matt Olson leading off for Atlanta. We've talked a few times about Tim Hires and how he had a son on Matt Olson's Little League team back when Matt was in 5th grade. And
all right, come on,
Tim
Matty.
had some good stories. Matt shared some as well.
Oh, line drive straight
We're out
to
to first or to
first.
first here, but you know the concept of
Dropped
effective
off to the
velocity,
pitcher
right, a
who
fastball
steps
up
on the
and in
bag
is probably
for
a mile
out
or
number
two
1.
harder than it would be down the.
We're going to cut that interview out, guys. That's going to be inside for ball 1. All right, 1-1 count, top of the fourth, 1 out. Ball 2. Austin Riley 0 for 1 on the day with a 236 average, 702 OPS, and 3 home runs on the season. Oh, you Iglesias? Yep. Yep. I don't know what he went on the IL for, but I did see it when I was on my phone.
And then Harris doubled to bring him in. We'll see what happens here.
And once again, good coverage
it's
here.
Unfortunate, man. We just
sweeper coming into Mauricio Dubon.
You know, we start getting in a good place, and
the
then
field in
the
that
injury
first
bug
at-bat
seems to
against
bite
the
us.
cutter, and now pulling the sweeper for a single.
Hopefully, we'll be seeing Murphy and Strider here soon, making a comeback. Ball one. Money Mike.
The older Victory Field was like a
Money
dirt
Mike,
race
1-for-1 tonight.
in between, but they eventually
97
settled
batting
with the
average,
developer came in
828
and built those apartments.
OPS, 4 home runs on the season. Swing and a
Yeah, I'm
miss.
looking it up because I'm trying to remember when they did that construction.
Yeah, I think it's been a while. I'd say probably at least a decade or so.
Yeah.
8 Men Out, you like that one?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. I like the period pieces.
Which I had not seen until taking this job.
Oh, wow.
And I corrected that. Back to the mound.
Oh, that's going to be right back to the pitcher over to
Harrison
first
Browns
base,
are
out
retired
number
in the
3.
Top of the 4th.
That's going to do it for the top of the 4th. Rays still trail 4-2. We gotta make some changes. We need a spark of life. I really thought Baldwin's blast would have gave him that spark, you know, but it didn't. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. If you like what you see, you like what you hear, please hit that like and subscribe button, guys and gals. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. I don't know, it just feels like the team's a bit off today. I don't know if it's the weather. I mean, you know, baseball certainly plays a little bit different the colder the weather.
Presented by Truist.
It is Thomas Jefferson tonight who wins the president's race here at Nationals Park, and it's fitting we've got a race unfolding because this next story is all about base running, guys. Often we'll hear Antoine Richardson talk about how great base running can change a game. Well, I've got a story where great base running can change a life. All right, you ready for this? I'm going to take you back to the summer of 1997 in Venezuela, where Zorita and Jose Suarez Sr. Are participating in a softball game, and Jose Suarez's mother goes first to third on a base hit to right. She
you went 4 innings today? That's great. That's great news,
head first, so on
yeah,
her
I
stomach,
missed it. I didn't.
And it was
I
then
didn't
she
see
felt
it.
something was
Which is
didn't feel
sad.
quite right.
I really
Thought
should
she
pay
might
more
be sick.
attention
They
to
went
that
to a
because
doctor.
I have
Next thing they
access.
knew, she was pregnant.
You know,
and had
having
a second
the MLB
trimester
subscription,
with
I have access
Jose
to watch the
Suarez.
minor
So guys,
leagues.
be careful when you're going first to third and how you slide. You never know how things
I have the
might
access
unfold.
to watch a lot.
Wow.
That's a great story.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy, and I guess Suarez was just destined to be on a baseball diamond.
100%, and that is wild. And thinking about that, of course, we get to see him now pitching here in a Braves uniform. You almost feel like he should have been a position player if that's how we found out about Jose Suarez.
Are there any other sons out there that can say their mother was sliding into third when they found out she was pregnant?
Probably not.
Probably not. And then he would go on, Jose, to sign with the Angels in 2014, debuted in 2019. So first 6 seasons all with the Angels, then finding his way to the Braves. And after Reynaldo López struggled tonight, They have needed Suarez. He worked pretty quickly in the second and third, and now facing the top of the order in James Wood here in the fourth.
I swore it. Just knocked my keyboard off. Suarez 1-2 in the count. No outs.
We had the homer to left center in the second. When Wiley started that report, he was talking about races and presidents. I was like, oh no, where are we going here in D.C.?
I see my cam.
We're going to get a political report from Wiley Ballard.
Or maybe that Wiley was going to break some news that he would be racing tomorrow, maybe, or something in that president's race.
Foul. Matt Olson diving but not stopping it.
How about the success for Jose Suarez against James Wood in his career? Obviously, Wood pretty young to the game. 0 for 4 with 3 punch-outs. He's handled them well. He's got a chance to strike him out here.
Sorry, guys. Things are just not wanting to work right tonight, it seems.
Just got a piece of the slider. Ninth pitch of the at-bat.
All right, here comes Suarez and the pitch.
2-2. And
Foul
another
ball.
foul ball. James Wood hitting leadoff this year. Last season mostly second and third in the order. He's fouled off 5 here, and then he takes a slider low and away. But Blake Butera basically said, look, I'm trying to get our best hitter to the plate as often as possible. I want to put him first, and that is where Wood finds himself this season.
The way that he gets on base, the way that he shows power, it has been a trend in the game. We get it here with Ronald.
All 4.
And he's getting on base for the 3rd time in 3 trips tonight. 2 walks and a homer for James Wood.
The only difference here is you take a look at this changeup that finishes just below the zone. It's a luxury in Atlanta because of the depth of lineup that we have, right? Drake Baldwin, Matt Olson, what you can do behind Ronald Acuna Jr. They really don't have that here. C.J. Abrams is having a really good season, but if they ran a little bit deeper, they'd probably get even more.
Garcia Jr. 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles.
But that middle of the order can be a little bit light here in D.C.
Garcia comes
It's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Harris running in.
Long way for Harris.
Caught. Route number 1.
Jacob Young, probably heard when he comes to the plate. Forever Young is his walk-up song. And he's still pretty young himself. 26 years old is the center fielder. 1 for 2 with an RBI hit tonight.
Yeah, just his second start in the 3-hole. A little bit surprising because what we saw from him these last couple of years was him as a 9-hole hitter for the most part. It's a big jump, but you know you're getting already good defense, can run really well. It's kind of that last component of whether or not he's an everyday player. But you mentioned some of the work that he's done in the offseason and what he's trying to do offensively. And if he can just hit even close to league average, then he's going to have himself a lengthy career.
That said, they got some trade calls for him over the winter. And they've got Dylan Cruz, who could be the center fielder of the future. He's in AAA right now as Cruz after struggling last year.
It makes sense that they would call about him because they're a little bit crowded here in the outfield in D.C. Is that the fake out challenge? You got close.
That did look like it might have been a touch low, but called a strike 2-2.
But between Lyle,
between
Wood, between Young, you mentioned Dylan Cruz, even though he's not on this team right now, is that they have a good group of young outfielders.
One out.
You probably should trade one, just a matter of figuring out which one. Definitely not Wood, and when.
1 and 2 on the day. Here's Suarez. Wind up, pitch, up and out, ball 3, full count.
He's doing it again.
Yep, he told C.J. Abrams to move over in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. Missed.
Ball 4.
Couple of walks here in the 4th for Suarez.
I think since we've seen it a couple of times here, watch this fastball, some cut and missing off the plate. Jose Suarez should not have to continue to deal with that. Put that on the home plate umpire once in a while just to say something. You say something to the manager. It's getting on the nerves of the opposing starting pitcher. You should be able to ask them to just go ahead and stand there. I mean, and now the other side of it, if I'm the Nats, I could see where you could continue to push a little bit, and we're seeing it again right now.
Yeah, Lyles 10 feet in from that on-deck circle right now as Abrams stands in to bat.
Oh, 1 count. We have 1 out.
Right
Runners
now,
on
Suarez
first
not
and
saying
second, bottom of the
anything.
4th.
That is wild.
Suarez looking down, gets the pitch he wants. Checks out runner at second. Here's the pitch. Foul ball.
Unless you do that, you get a little bit of a better look, closer to what you're going to see when you actually get into the batter's box.
Strikes out Abrams quickly. A slider.
Not Abrams striking out.
That is a big second out with 2 on here in the 4th.
And the second time he has done it to C.J. Abrams with the slider outside of the strike. So remember, it's kind of that half swing where he tried to stop himself in his previous at bat. This time he let it fly. That one probably even further away from C.J. Abrams.
Still eat my chickens.
2 on, 2 out. Dalen Lyle, who had an RBI walk back in the 1st inning with the bases loaded.
Careful first pitch here. He is extremely aggressive as he takes a strike. He's right at the 50% mark when you look at first pitch swinging. Yeah, that is a really big number. Your league average usually comes in
Lyle
around
0 for
30%.
1 today. Walk.
Mentioned his September that he had last year as a rookie. He was not only the rookie of the month in September, he was the National League Player of the Month. 7 triples in September, 6 homers. He was the first player since Willie Mays in '57 to have 7 triples and 6 homers in a calendar month. Just incredible for Lyle as he takes the changeup in. Now, so far this year, 1 homer, no triples, but bottom line is he's got the potential. Well, already a couple of walks here in the 4th and a 3-1 count to the left fielder Lyle. Now it's full 3-2.
3-2 count. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, for just joining us. Washington currently leads Atlanta 4-2. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. Runners
Simple
on
things that
first
they
and
know,
second. The
things
3-2
that guys
count
are
to
always
Lyle.
reminding each other
Lyle
of.
is 0 for 1 on it. Suarez ready for the pitch. Comes the pitch.
Bouncer foul.
Foul ball.
If you missed the start of the ball game, unfortunately Reynaldo López really struggled. He threw 46 pitches in the 1st inning. The Nats jumped on top 3-0. Braves have responded with 1 in the 2nd, 1 more in the 3rd. And now Suarez trying to keep it at 4-2. Again, the payoff pitch. And he has one.
All 4. He just walked the bases full. 3 straight walks. They are just struggling
Walks are
tonight.
frustrating. The lefty walks maybe a little bit more so. Both Wood and Lyle in this inning drawing walks against Suarez.
Dylan Dodd.
Dylan Dodd starting to warm up in the
He's
bullpen.
going to start to get loose.
I really don't know what the Braves should do other than at some point they're going to have to start going into their bullpen. They're going to have to start going deeper. This could be a lot worse.
Right there, and I wonder if it's
We could be down 4-0.
Mauricio Dubon certainly can see it, and good teammates understand. Like, it doesn't bother some pitchers could care less, right? It doesn't bother them at all. Suarez, obviously, it's been a little bit frustrating for him. Mauricio Dubon sees his pitcher frustrated by it, and maybe saying something to Laz Diaz like, "Can you take care of that? Why does my pitcher?"
Certainly didn't help matters that Lopez took us 46 pitches into the first before getting out of the first.
Bases loaded here for Nunez. Four-seam fastball misses.
All right, Suarez pitch.
High in the air.
High fly ball off to Ronald Acuna.
Right field line. Acuna is in.
He has it. Out number 3.
Suarez walks 3, but bottom line, no damage done.
Crazy that Suarez walked 3. At least we didn't give up any more on it. Sorry about that, everybody. Just, Thank you for bearing with me. All right, so when they come back from commercial, we'll have we'll have Jonah Heim at bat, Eli White on deck, and Junior Jr. will be batting third. Remember that. And remember, guys, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Be sure to check out our memberships. Pretty cool stuff with them.
I really have to stop snacking between innings because I thought I had more time. Play-by-play, CJ Nick Council.
Yeah, that's right. Enjoy that bar.
Thank you.
Bar, is it
Thank you
bar
there.
outside?
And if I was actually
First
going to be
pitch
going
coming
to look
from
at
Griffin,
that,
called strike.
Ooh.
because I will
That's
probably.
enough for me.
But you have done this, right? You did
Emergency
quite a bit
only.
with the
I have a
Rangers.
super
about 10
busy.
games a year. Did a
I
couple
don't
innings
know
on radio
if
in
I'll be
spring.
streaming Saturday
That's enough for me. It's a lot
or
of
if
work.
I'll
That's
stream
like a real
again
job.
like Thursday night, then
There's
Saturday.
4 real ingredients in these bars.
It's possible
feel
that I do a
healthy.
Thursday
Speaking
night
of which,
stream.
actually,
If they
I
play.
don't think I have a bone to pick with you, but I may have a bone.
If the Braves don't play, I may still do a
That's my own
Dodgers
choice. I got to
stream.
be responsible. I got home last night about 10:30. Went to go brush my teeth before going to bed, and I noticed I had like a black dot in between my 2 front teeth, right there in the middle.
And now you think that I saw it
And I was like,
call it out?
And I didn't eat anything. The only thing I had was a couple of bites of my Parmesan cheese block during the game. There's nothing black in there. And then I remembered I had some brisket that they had here before the game. It's the only place I could have got some kind of black flake in my teeth. And so I'm convinced that I had it there since 6:30. And I've been walking around with confidence for those 4 hours with a big black dot right in between my 2 front teeth.
Listen to this
Is that
guy.
accurate?
I have
He
a
had
lot
a big
of
old
flaws.
black dot on his
How
teeth.
are we? Are we good?
We're all right now.
Like I got
But I mean, it was dead center. Like,
Listen,
couldn't be missed.
I have a lot of flaws. When I see that,
Right.
people, I do point it out.
You.
So
Right.
I promise. I'm not saying it wasn't there, but I did not see it.
I mean, I got in front of that mirror and I was like, oh no.
Softly to short off the bat of Heim.
Heim's going to be out.
Care of that one away.
We got to do something with batting here, otherwise
right?
we're not going to have a chance.
Blueberry seeds or blackberry seeds all in it. So I feel great. I'm feeling good. I get back to the hotel. I have to go up to the front desk because I forgot my room key to ask. She doesn't say anything.
Sunday might be a decent one to do too.
I go in the bathroom, look in the mirror.
I sometimes like doing the early games.
I mean,
it's a bad feeling.
I'm sure I looked fantastic.
And just, you're smiling, you're happy, you're
not a care in the world.
Confident.
But my problem is I have a real hard time sleeping.
More than usual. So
I wonder what the protocol there is for someone in her
tough.
position.
That's tough.
I'm up every 45 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes.
I went away and she went to her coworker. Like, did you see that psycho? Eli White deep to
up
right
and down,
here.
up and down.
How much does this have? Enough to get over the wall.
Eli White, baby! There you go, baby. Eli brings it within one. Top of the fifth. One out. 0-1 count to Ronald Acuna.
We keep saying it, but the Braves get down in these
outside
games,
ball
you cannot
one.
count this offense out.
No, and on the other side, really, you got to look at it when you see a game like this and say, don't let them hang around. And the pitching, while it's been a little bit shaky here this evening, saw Suarez get up at a pretty big jam and keep it a 2-run game, and now it's a 1-run game.
Now the lineup card flips over to Ronald Acuna Jr. '75th pitch of the night for
Acuna's going to line drive down to first. Out number 2.
Our Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life Impact play tonight.
You know, I'll tell you what, all the big superstars, you know, Acuna and all, I mean, Matt Olson, you know, he's pulling his weight, Ozzy a little bit, but the surprising guys, Baldwin.
And maybe the right guy to do it against here in Griffin, because he has had that issue in his last start.
Baldwin
for a little while and then ran into trouble in the
Dubon
fifth
has
and a little
been
bit
playing
in the sixth inning before he was
real
taken
well.
out and
Michael
giving up those
Harris
4 runs.
has really stepped up this season already. Here we got Baldwin 1 for 2 on the night.
Established himself
Solo home run in the
but still
third.
very much to prove here. As we mentioned, he's a 30-year-old rookie. It's just his 5th big league start, his 12th big league appearance. So even though he debuted back in 2020, very little time in 2020. Then he had the arm injury, Tommy John surgery, resurfaced for a bit in 22 before going over to Japan. So an interesting story for this southpaw.
And not only going over there, but establishing himself with the Yomiuri Giants, which is pretty much the biggest franchise over there, playing right there in Tokyo in the Tokyo Dome. A little extra pressure when you play at a place like that for sure. And he did a really nice job, and he turned that into a big league offer here.
Getting $5.5 million from the Nationals this season.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 count here on
2-2 count.
I do wonder for him. I probably should have looked into this. When that happens, right, when you don't have a lot of service time, you go over there and come back. Obviously, it's a big deal. And whether or not he would just have free agency built in, he's basically got under a year of service time. We'll see what happens.
Gives up the home.
Got him swinging. That's going to do it.
But gets Acuna.
We're heading to the bottom of the 5th.
Impressive here from Eli to the opposite field to get the Braves just a little bit closer.
Braves jump within 1. Kind of makes me worry about clicking around on other things while there's a commercial. The issues that's bouncing up for me. I even did a fresh reboot just before the stream started. I do every time. I really don't know what happened with the first time in the stream going down. I look over, there's no stats going, but it still showed that I was connected, but I wasn't. I had to close and stop everything. And then I had to reset reschedule the stream and go live again.
Jefferson Memorial, located in the tidal basin here in D.C., dedicated way back in 1943, honoring the third president of the United States.
So we got Dylan Dodd.
And the third pitcher tonight for the Atlanta Braves is going to be the
start
lefty
the bottom of
Dylan
the fifth.
Dodd.
I had a good one in the one appearance that he had so far with the Braves.
Oh, wow, Riley almost.
First pitch is going to be a base hit out to left field.
Or not Boss, excuse me.
We have a leadoff single for the
House
Washington
in
Nationals.
Boss's place, and he gets the single.
Brady
Dylan
House
Dodd just called up with
on base.
Iglesias going on the IL, so we'll see if he can give the Braves a couple of innings here.
It's pretty much the two-seam fastball and the cutter. The cutter was a big story last year for Dylan Dodd, so you got two pitches going in two different directions, which should help him against both lefties and righties.
All right, Curtis Mead at the plate. Mead with a 205 average, 6.680
a couple of guys coming off the bench here. House replaces B-Boss. Curtis Mead replaces DH Jose Tena in the 8th spot in the order.
That's going to be outside.
Staying true to the platoon, but also in this situation, right? It's a one-run game. And certainly we've seen the Braves run their bullpen like they're trying to win this one. And we've seen the same thing with the pinch hitters for the Nationals.
Well, for Suarez, look, I know it was wobbly. He walked 4 guys, but the bottom line, he got through 3 innings of work with no runs given up. So good job by him.
At the end of the day, that's all anybody really cares about, right? The run column for him. And so it gives you those couple of innings, neutralize things here a little bit, and you turn it over to Dylan Dodd. Ask him to do the same.
Dodd with the second strike. It's going to be count's going to be even at 2. Runner on first, no outs. Bottom of the 5th. Washington up.
2 balls, 2 strikes here to
4-3
Curtis
over
Mead.
Atlanta Braves.
Mead, the only active player to hail from Australia. 38 big leaguers have played in at least 1 game from Australia. Of course, we have our favorite, and that's the great Peter Moylan in studio with us tonight. Runner takes off, throw down, high.
Oh, come on.
Strahan got a good pitch to handle, elevated fastball for the throw.
I thought Ozzy might have had him. Maybe he didn't.
Because the throw
Let's see that again.
high. If it's lower, I think they get him here.
Yeah, you see. Good call.
No challenge, yeah.
So House with a single and a stolen base. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
And Dodd gets the strikeout.
I would think that for the Washington Nationals, as they track these young hitters, and even looking at this game in particular, there's going to be some frustration with the chase. As they get into some of these 2-strike counts, full counts, where they've gone outside the strike zone, the Braves have been able to take advantage of it. But even though it's been a good offense, that is an area where certainly they can button it up.
I hope so. Certainly hope so, Kenneth.
Drew Millis.
Maybe Eli White's last at-bat to rally the boys, and we'll start doing something well. But you know, that's something we've been able to say for several seasons, is that they're never out. They're never out of it. They always have the chance of winning. And it is very, very true with Atlanta.
Just realized how big in right center field on the scoreboard that is
How
on
many-
the field.
How many late inning rallies have we
that
seen them do?
horizontal
come
and
back
vertical
win?
break? And it's a good
know,
look for the
and
hitter. Like for the hitters that like to
now,
look and kind of see pitch
we've
to
also
pitch.
seen
Not
them
that they don't know going
go
in
up
what it looks like
big
tonight.
early,
You really can't
and
miss it.
then it get pissed away.
There's some
from
places
the
where you have
bullpen.
to search for it.
We've had to go through
Long
those
run,
those
Olsen.
times as well.
That would have been an unbelievable catch. Off the bat, I thought he had no shot. He almost got there.
And he ran probably, what, 130 feet or so to almost catch that pop-up. He had a long way to go, as you mentioned. That's a tough angle as well. And I don't just say this because he's wearing a Braves uniform. I don't think I've seen a first baseman better on pop-ups than Matt Olson.
One ball, two strikes
All right.
here.
One
to
ball,
Willis,
two
the
strikes.
Catcher. And Dodd got him to go after a slider. Heim tosses down to first. Back-to-back Ks now for the southpaw.
Gonna get some chase here on this slider. Good use of it below the zone. Take advantage. You're ahead in the count at that point. And you got to trust your catcher, too, when he does. And Jonah Heim does a good job of blocking that one.
That still gets me. That whole. Ball, it must be because the ball hit the ground on the third strike, so he has to run.
Take their chances with Garcia.
I just that one still kind of gets
See
me.
it too
Like,
often, right? A left on left intentional walk, but this guy's locked in right now, and you don't really worry about.
I don't know why.
matchups. If you're the Washington
That one still
Nationals,
catches
he's got
me.
that kind of swing, so Garcia's the guy.
all right,
to
come on,
watch out.
Dodd. Dodd not looking
Garcia
too bad.
does have a
Here
couple
we are,
of
bottom
hits
of the
tonight,
fifth.
2 for 3.
2 outs. Right, come on.
So he's hitting just 182 against the
Runners
lefties
on
so far
first
this year,
and second.
364 OPS, but not a lot
Garcia
of plate
Jr.
appearances
2 for 3
against them.
tonight with 2
Only 11
singles.
so far this year.
And a stolen base in
Had
that.
a good season offensively in 2024, but regressed last year.
Oh, man. That one popped.
Takes
You guys
that
haven't
outside
noticed.
1-1.
Got a heat pad going on. Oh,
And
man.
another guy
I
with
got
some chase in his game.
pretty serious back issues going on right now. Got several herniated and bulging discs. And it didn't help that fat man has
He's got a
danced
pretty
twice
level
tonight.
swing. It's an interesting one. So a lot of times we talk about this
didn't
with
help
Tom Smith,
last-
right? If the
Oh,
swing is level,
no,
you're
no.
probably going to be pretty good on pitches upper half of the zone. If you know there's chase in there, try to start at middle, get it out of the zone for the swing and miss.
Nats have had at least one base runner in every inning. They've stranded 8.
All right, here
They
comes
got
Dodd.
2 more on here.
Here's the pitch.
1-2.
That's going to be a
Slaps it
pop
out to
fly
the
out to center. That's going to drop.
And a run comes home to make it.
Run comes home to take a lead for 5-2 or 5-3 to extend their lead. 5-3.
I think they had the right idea just a little bit further on this breaking ball, and it was a slider from Dylan Dodd. We talked about going down and away, started middle, a pitch probably just off the plate. He gets good coverage there. You can sweep it a little bit more or throw it a little bit further down. I think you get the swing and miss.
Sorry about that. I couldn't tell earlier
So
that
the
that was
Braves
broadcasting
now
off.
down
Hopefully,
by a pair.
the air conditioner you guys can hear.
With a pair on, and Young sends it high into the sky, and it will be Ozzie Albies to take it and send us to the 6th inning.
All right, so that's going to do it for the end of the 5th. We're heading to the top of the 6th. Braves now trailing 3-5. Gotcha there, Dave. Davy Crockett. Let's call Mr. Maverick.
Yo, bud, what's up?
What's up, Mr. Maverick?
Not much. At work.
At work. Yeah, we knew that. I told them all. But we thought we'd give you a call and give you a shout out. Braves are currently losing 3-5. We're just heading to the top of the 6th. Yeah. We're doing, though. Eli White hit a homer and Baldwin's hit a homer.
Nice.
But Lopez pitched 46 pitches before he got out of the first inning.
So go to Braves.com/waitlist and join today.
He was done by the 3rd.
A Tuesday night in Washington, D.C. Nationals lead the Braves 5-3. Ozzie Albies leading off. Again, temperatures in the mid-50s
He didn't have the
tonight.
stuff
Guys,
at all.
I had a chance to ask Ozzie about how he prepares
not at all.
For cold weather games, and he says he's changed his strategy a little bit later on in his career. Early on,
So I figured
just about every
myself
bit
in the
of
stream
warm
and say, hey.
clothing, he could find, whether it be a ski
What's that?
mask or something around the arms, just trying to stay as warm as possible. Really discovered he felt like he couldn't play the game that way. So
they placed him on
aside
the
from
IL.
maybe rubbing up a little Vaseline on the arms, trying to keep things warm, he pretty
All right,
much
buddy.
dresses
Well, we
the
just
same,
called to say, hey, while
as
we're
he
on
would for
intermission,
a
so I'll
warmer game.
let
Because
you go,
obviously
and
he's got the
I'll
sleeves
probably
on, but
call
besides
you
that.
sometime
Yeah, I
after
think
the
guys
stream.
would feel constricted sometimes and having
All right,
too
buddy.
much
Later.
on, right? The idea of trying to fight the cold when it's real windy, it's a little bit tougher, certainly. But you find that maybe you're not as freed up as you'd like to be when you're hitting. You're out on the field.
All right, we are
Stay
back.
warm in between innings and do the best you can to fight it when you're on the field.
Here we are, 2-1 count.
See if he can get on here to start the
Ozzie's
6th.
going to
He
follow
only
that
saw
back, so 2-2
one
count.
pitch in his first 2 at-bats. Flew out to left back in the 1st, a ground out in the 3rd, but a longer at-bat here. Foster Griffin, the starter,
Ozzie
is
batting
still
right-handed.
out there, working into the 6th.
That's going to be a fly ball.
And
Infield.
Ozzie is going to be 0 for 3 so far
Out
tonight.
number 1.
Now keep in mind for Griffin, the starter, this is his 5th start. First 4 outings, he went 5 innings, 5 innings, 5 1/3, and 5 1/3, and now here he is at 5 1/3 and getting ready to face Matt Olson.
And with some action down in the bullpen, if Matt Olson gets on, he very well could be out of this game. You see Varland taking his warm-up tosses. He had been throwing since the break in the inning, so he's got to be close to ready. Oh my!
That got away.
Ejecto mitt.
Right. Top of the 6th. 1-1 count. 1 out. No runs. No runners. Trailing 5-3.
House, this is the first chance.
That's gonna be out number 2.
To make a defensive
Caught on the
play,
track
and he
over
is
by
able to
third
make the
baseline.
catch, and there are 2 down.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like and subscribe button. Be sure to slap that
Blake
notification
Butera,
bell.
knowing that
That way you
his
don't miss any
bullpen has
future
been
releases of
taxed a
content.
lot this year. They've thrown more innings
Here
than
we are.
any other
We
team
are
in
in the
baseball.
top of the
Is that
6th.
Nats bullpen?
Atlanta,
He's hoping to get at least
2
one more
outs,
out here out of the
trailing
starter.
5-3 to Washington. Strike 1 to Austin Riley. Riley 0 for 2 on the day. Bonds on deck. Michael Harris batting 3rd. If they get it, if they
Riley
get that
0 for
far,
2
which
tonight.
doubt it. That's a
So
big
two
swing and a
versions
miss.
of the changeup, essentially, right? The previous pitch is the split runs away.
Actually, I
has
think
some
he must
depth.
have
He was
foul
actually
tipped that.
down and
He
in.
certainly heard
His
it off the
standard
bat.
changeup. First pitch was a cutter, right? So nothing straight here so far to Austin Riley.
This will be the 92nd pitch for Griffin, season high 95.
That we do. We need some hits.
splitter in the dirt. 2-2. Bummer getting ready. He had a brief appearance last night.
You got the dumber warming up in the bullpen.
I feel like we've seen a lot of that from Laz Diaz, right? He's pretty loud when he gets his 3-2 counts, and there have been quite a few this evening. And I got to believe that if Austin Riley gets on, that Griffin's night would be over.
Here is the pitch. Riley.
That's going to do it. Ball 4.
And we'll see if that is all for the lefty.
So that was a two out walk. Looks like Griffin's night may be done. Griffin 94 pitches in. Yep, here they come.
A slow exit from the dugout, but it was an exit. And that is going to be it. 5 2/3.
That's going to be it. 5 2/3 inning for Foster Griffin.
Well, he hasn't signaled yet. Maybe he's just going to go out and have a "can you get us one more" conversation.
It's a lot of looking up to your pitcher.
Maybe he's not done.
You got a young manager, and that's the decision
Oh,
he's going to make.
He's done.
I don't love it for him, right? I think he's kind of finding his way here as a big league manager. He's the guy that has struggled.
No, he's not.
Third time through the order. Not a lot of opportunities so far this year, but the numbers have been strong against him with a .417 batting average.
He's staying out. Wow.
Textbook.
I guess they asked the kid, "Hey,
Interesting.
can you keep going?"
Yeah, so wasn't pitching coach.
Can you get us one more? So here we go. Dubon at the plate. Dubon 2 for 2 with a double and a single. We have a runner on first, 2 outs.
A single and a double. 2 for 2 for Dubon tonight.
Here comes the pitch.
Comes up.
Foul ball.
I mean, he even got a tap on the backside, it looked like, from C.J. Abrams, like to say, hey, good job.
But some trust in the lefty here. And
That's going to get it.
And he does.
That's going to do it.
Griffin, 6 innings.
That'll probably do it for Foster coming up next inning. Looks like we're going to need some late game heroics. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you stopping in. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button for us. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Pardon me.
Nick Green alongside Peter Moylan in the Rooms to Go Lounge. And Peter, last night the Braves put up a 5-spot on the Nats bullpen. How are we feeling tonight?
Well, if recent history tells us anything, this is
All right, so we got Aaron Bummer on the mound now.
Would be nice to get right now again, right? Keeping this team in it within striking
C.J. Abrams
distance. They
at
certainly
the
have
plate.
the ability. Down by only 2 right now.
Strike one.
Middle part of the order, 4, 5, 6, beginning with Abrams.
I'll be right back.
Soft tapper right back to Bummer, and a good start for number 49. Quick message from Echo.
It's time.
Thank you, buddy. All right, here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Tell you, the Dumber, he's starting to gain more and more of my confidence.
Was great.
The good ones that are engaging. We have seen a lot of anthems in our lifetimes. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Comes the pitch.
Ladder.
It's going to be a pop fly out to left field. Caught.
But no problem. 2 away.
Eli White out there for the catch.
Megan had to do a
Eli White playing opposite Ronald Acuna today in left field.
33.
Yeah.
Yes, he is 33 years.
It's crazy, his story. But giving him an opportunity, as I mentioned, pitching coach Simon Matthews is 30. They've got a lot of young coaches over there on that
Strike
bench.
one.
And that's a nice moment for him. Obviously, we want to see the Braves win this game, right? But to take a chance, a little bit unconventional, show some faith in your starting pitcher. The staff loves seeing that, and they've had all kinds of issues here with their starting pitching right now. I don't think it was just about the fact that the bullpen had been struggling, but want to get a gauge to see how he's feeling. Want to go for it. This guy's had 2 hits against you. He represents the tying run. Would love to see you try to finish up this inning, right? And you let him do it, and he got the out.
Feather in the cap of Butera. There's
Nice.
the first 1, 2, 3 tonight for Braves.
1, 2, 3. Great.
Great
Inning. The Bummer come through. Where was he the whole time? That dude that they showed go face first in the dirt. Almost looks like he knocked himself out or something. I don't know. He didn't move afterwards. It's just part of their slow-mo background for their commercial break. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. if you subscribed and you do not have your profile public, it will not show up that you have subscribed. I cannot tell until after the stream is over if anybody that had a non-public profile subscribed. So if you have, thank you very much. I certainly appreciate it.
Cash presented by
If you
Beretta
haven't,
Ingelheim.
please feel
That's his
free to hit
adorable
that
golden
subscribe
doodle
button.
cash that is with Money Mike there. We need to get Tripp on the next bobblehead now that there's a Michael Harris III.
Yeah, I think maybe get him out of diapers first would be a good time. Or get him at least walking, right? Maybe him and Michael together with the dog. That would be a
Yeah,
popular
could be,
one
I
for
guess.
But that's going to be a good one. Braves.com/promos to get yours on May 13th.
Definitely just us for the chat-wise. Been a little while since Kenneth's talked.
All right, so on to the bullpen, and Varland is into the game in the 7th.
This guy's got a pretty good
swing and a miss for Michael Harris.
Miles an hour playing at the top of the zone. A little bit of vert that he gets on it. Slider.
Come on, Money Mike.
You can see that strikeout rate. It's really early. This bullpen in general has not done a great job getting swing and miss. Lowest strikeout rate.
Here we go. Money talk.
Has done pretty well on strikeout so far.
Come on, Money Mike.
It's the bullpen that has thrown
No.
114 2/3 so far. Sharp grounder. And Varland comes.
And they got him.
So the highest starting pitcher's ERA. The bullpen has struggled as well, and so some issues on the pitching side, not matching their offense.
It
right
kind
now.
of stumbled there, so.
As much as, of course, we want to see the
I gotta
Braves come
sink
back
this
and win
again.
this one. When you have a bad bullpen, these are the discouraging outings if you eventually end up losing this kind of game.
How about Heim trying to lay down a surprise bunt?
A little too
that's
much
close
barrel, a
enough.
little bit too much long shot.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in.
But he had House playing way over. He
0
saw
and
an
1 count.
opportunity, just couldn't get it down in fair
Heim
territory.
0 for 2 on the day. 1 out. Foul ball again. 0 and 2
Yes
count.
has grabbed a bat. So Eli White scheduled to be on deck, but it's Yastrzemski.
3
Yeah, Money
hits
Mike failed
in
us.
the career for Jonah Heim. 1 in 22, 24, and 25.
Well, he could have had 1 in 26, but now it's 0-2. He's got to protect. Puts a pretty good swing out to
That's
right
deep!
field.
Off to the track, over his head! That's going to be a stand-up double for
It's a stand-up
for Heim.
for Jonah Heim.
Not really getting turned around, but it looked
what
like
we wanna
there
see.
for James Wood that he actually took a step.
Sorry,
in
guys, I
first.
don't have a lot for
Take a look at the slider. Got a bad one down
for,
in, but that is the
soundboard
nitro
stuff.
zone we talk
I'm
about
not on
often
Discord
for
right now.
left-handed hitters. Now Jonah Heim, of course, is a switch hitter. Yeah, you see it there. Step in, get turned around, and even those long limbs of James Wood could not come up with that one.
So a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Come on, Braves.
James Wood contemplating his effort out there defensively. Millis goes out to talk to Varland. And now he just left him to head back behind the dish. And even though Eli White hit the homer in the 5th inning, now you get the righty-lefty matchup with Yaz stepping to the plate.
All right, here comes Yaz to the plate. 0 for 0 and 0. First at bat today. 217 batting average, a 598 OPS. Number 18
6 hits
for the
tonight, 5 of them for extra
Atlanta
bases,
Braves.
2 homers, 3 doubles, and a single. 1 ball, 1 strike to Yastrzemski.
Ronald Acuna on deck right now. Foul ball.
It's back-to-back good spots with that fastball. Again, it's got some good jump to it. That one actually was up to 21 inches of vertical break. Your league average is 16, right? So again, we talk about right on the fastball.
Yeah, I see that.
That was a big number.
Varland, 29 years old, first season with the Nats. That one way up top
Thank
at
you, David.
96.
Yeah,
His older brother Louis Varland is the setup man.
Everything's
for the
worked
Blue
great
Jays.
for like the last two, three streams without any issue, but that's that Elgato stuff for you, man. I'll tell you, I have the first generation of the Elgato face cam, and it just, there's so many issues you get.
He gets Yastrzemski. It's the fastball again. 2 down.
Again, it's respectable velocity, but it is the ride that he gets on it. And this ball just continues to stay.
Thank you, though, for telling me.
Barrels.
Appreciate it.
And when you have that,
I had just looked over and seen it,
just
and
above
then,
is
and then
essential.
he
And
popped it
Darwin
in
is
the
showing
chat. I
that.
was like, oh, man. Dang
Lefty
it.
Perez warming up as Acuna stands in here. Hey, the stretch tonight will be brought to you by Georgia Natural Gas with Nick Green and Peter
Hey,
Boylan
welcome in,
back
everybody. I
Atlanta.
see we got 17 people in the chat now. Channel. Hey, if you're just stopping in and you haven't heard the scores, we're in the top of the 7th. Ronald Acuna.
House has it.
That's gonna do it.
Across the diamond to
Okay, so
retire the side. So
we're heading to the 7th inning
but
stretch.
nothing on the scoreboard. It's 5-3 as we head to the stretch.
Washington leading the Atlanta Braves.
Welcome to the
5-3.
stretch, fueled by Georgia Natural Gas. Service, savings, sustainability.
Washington with 7
It's
hits
that
on the
simple.
day. Atlanta with 6.
Welcome to the
Atlanta
stretch,
just
fueled by Georgia
can't.
Natural Gas.
They just can't seem to get anything consistent going though. That's the issue. We're gonna do that. I'm just gonna mute the announcer talk, guys. So we can check out the stats here. So we have Atlanta 6 hits to Washington 7. Looks like Atlanta's had 2 more at bats than Washington with 27. Batting average so far tonight, it's been .272 looks like for the Braves and a .252 for the Washington Nationals. So nothing like hugely. They're pretty tight across all the stats as you see here. I mean, you know, we start getting a big difference into the strikeouts, but you know, now I guess the walks here too. But we'll just have to see how the Braves come back and see if they can do it. All right, looks like they're back at the game.
Big league, spent some time in the minor leagues now with the Braves, and we'll see if he can recapture that slider once again.
All right.
And the 30-year-old will be facing the bottom 3 in the order, starting with Brady House.
Those both kind of fastballs, but again, the slider is the go-to pitch. Has the 2-seamer, has the 4-seamer. If he can get that slider right, he can be impactful here.
All right, here we go. So we got Hamilton now pitching for the Atlanta Braves.
And the Braves are going to need a little something extra in the next couple of weeks at least.
I can't believe they pulled.
Iglesias is out with that shoulder inflammation.
They pulled Bummer too
What a
quick,
start
I think.
to the Braves tenure
But,
for
you know,
Hamilton. It begins
who knows? Maybe
with a malfunction.
maybe Weiss
to pitch
doesn't think
count.
they can win this one.
Technical issues, why not?
I mean, Bummer gave us 1 inning, and he shut him down pretty quick. So why they wouldn't let him go, you know, 15,
Well,
20
he listens
pitches?
to that. You listen to this message from Chevy.
Get into a 2026 Chevy Trax.
I think we're all good to go.
All All right, so House one for one on the day.
Anderson, or Hamilton rather, firing, and he fires.
That's
a
gonna
strike
be in there for
to
ball
Brady
one.
House.
That'll catch the bottom left corner of the plate.
House came in the 5th, had the single, stole a base, and scored. I think you're right, though, CJ. For Hamilton,
first base ump says he
something to
swung,
prove,
so
right?
that'll be
Breakout
strike
season
2.
in 23 with the Yankees last year, frustrating the inconsistent health, the inconsistent performance. You get a fresh start. You're 30 years of old. You're in a new decade, and hopefully this is a move that pans out for the Braves. Starting off pretty good.
Swing and a miss. That'll do it.
House with a slider.
1 out.
Back-to-back sliders. One that was just off the corner, and then one for Chase when you get ahead 0-2. I'm fascinated. Look at that.
Ran him up.
That is a very unusual.
Rang him up.
He's getting on the side of a
Changed
changeup.
him
And
out.
then when you look at the metrics on, I'm going to start asking some questions.
That's right,
it was
baby.
only 1,400 RPMs, and you think about some of the better breaking balls.
We're never down. We're never out.
Even touch 3.
That's one good thing you could say.
He's under 1,500. So
The
and
last
you can
several
see the way his
seasons
finger
with
was
the
on there
Braves
again.
that
Almost looked like
they're
it was
never
like cut my changeup and make
out
it
of
look
the
like a
contest.
slider. Jose Leclerc used to throw a pitch like that showed up as a
Very
slider,
rare
but he
that
said
you
it was
see
a
them
changeup.
get just blown out and have absolutely
It was effective,
no
and
chance.
now
I mean, it
Curtis
happens,
Mead
but
pumping in 95
it's
of the
a rarer
corner.
thing. That's why I truly enjoy it.
Wiley homework for tomorrow. The low spin rate slider. There's
I'll be right
definitely
back,
a story
guys.
behind that pitch.
Popped into the seats. Let's see that grip a little closer here, CJ.
Yeah, look at the finger, right? Look at the index finger. It almost looks like he is getting around a changeup intentionally, right? Because usually the index finger is going to be flat on the baseball when you're throwing that true slider. You might see something different with the middle finger. You might see it on a curveball. That's not a knuckle grip. It's a finger that's laying on the side of the baseball.
And the slider there to even the count.
All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I heard a bang. I'm sure you guys heard it too. Big old loud crashing sound. Guess I had a fan crash over. I'm sure one of the animals went through and
Hamilton 6'1", 200 pounds out there in the center of the diamond.
It's
Looking
probably
for
that
back-to-back
Hazel, David.
Strikeouts. Foul ball fest right now for Mead.
Well, he's got him in swing mode. If he can get that slider again kind of down and away, that is the finishing pitch for Ian Hamilton.
All right, so 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. Did he go?
Not according to
First
Brian
base ump
O'Nora.
says no swing, so that's going to be ball 3, full count. We got deuces, trays over deuces. Curtis Mead 0-1 on the night with a 200 batting average and a
See the blanket back
665
there behind home
OPS.
plate. Everyone adding
Does
their
have
tickets here a little
2
later in the
home
game.
runs
We are
on
down
the
to
season.
51 degrees right now at Nats Park.
We got Drew Millis. Millis on deck right now. That's
Another check down and no.
another check down, and ump says no swing, so ball 4.
Braves.tv.
Why can that be, something like that reviewed?
Consider a new way to stream Braves games live or on
Whether
demand.
that guy
Device,
went, because,
wherever
you know,
Okay,
they.
for satellite required. Offer less than 70 cents.
How many times have
a
we
night.
seen the umpire at home and first or third base ump really majorly miss a
Bottom
call?
of the order here, and
you see it
Millis
a
goes
lot.
fishing after that Hamilton slider.
They went down to the first base ump and he said no swing, but we didn't get to see a replay, and it looked like he swung.
See how the Nats go forward with their
We didn't get
catching
to see a
position.
replay,
They've
enough
had Ruiz for a while.
to
He's
confirm that.
underperformed over the last
I just
few
wonder
years.
how
They've got
accurate
Millis
they
right
are.
now
And if
splitting
there's a
time
way
with
that we
him,
can,
but they've got
you
Harry
know,
Ford in AAA that they
obviously-
got from Seattle, former first-round pick, and
Well, I mean,
is likely to
the
be the guy
at-bat system, it should
for
be
the
able to
future
be
at
used
some
for.
point.
Well, No, it's actually not the ball
But
being
for
thrown.
now, they ride
So
with
I
Millis and
see
Ruiz.
why. Just my thoughts on that.
So Wiley sent us a little article here on the
All right, so
slider
we're
from
1-1 in the count.
2023 with Ian Hamilton.
One out, runner
And
on
this is
first,
actually
bottom
what-
of the
it's funny, I
seventh.
mentioned Jose Leclerc.
Washington leading Atlanta 5-3.
Get around it. This is what he called it, a slambio.
Got Hamilton, who's 13.
slambio.
This is his
Slider
14th
cambio,
pitch.
cambio meaning changeup in Spanish, and Leclerc was the first guy that I saw throw it.
Seems
This
like
is
just
around
about every one of
2018-19,
the
and it was
Braves
intentional. It
pitchers,
looked like a changeup grip, but he
other
cut it on
than
purpose, and it was a nasty slider.
other than Bummer,
And so that's why it got
who
the
came in
nickname,
and
the
really
slambio.
pitched, looked real
Sounds
good.
like,
Pitched,
and I don't have time to read the article
pitched
right now,
about
but based on
8
the headline,
pitches,
it looks like
10
we are getting a
pitches, something
slambio
like that, and he
here
was
from Ian
done.
Hamilton.
Well, that
But everybody
2023
else's
season,
control
that was
has
a
just
good
been
one. That
so
was his
off.
breakout season in the Bronx with a 2.64 ERA, and then he had the injuries that hit over the last 2 seasons.
And Jonah Heim, one of the few in the big leagues that can say he has slambio experience because he caught Jose Leclerc there in Texas.
Strike!
Jonah Heim, known
That'll
as
bring the
slambio
count
connoisseur.
3-2.
Game sounds delicious.
I hear stromboli for
Yeah,
some
it's like a
reason.
cured meat.
That's yeah.
Let me get a slice of that slambio, please.
Comes the pitch.
Payoff pitch.
That's going to
is
be out to
driven
left
the
field.
first.
That's going to drop in.
So he goes with the 4-seam fastball here. Now it's a low vert fastball, so it's not going to play as well up in the strike zone. Actually, will come down a little bit. That will be kind of the next question as we watch Ian Hamilton with the 2 different fastballs, where it plays best, which is the better of the 2 for him, 4-seam, 2-seam.
Well, the lineup card now flipping
Looks like
over
Weiss
here
looking
to James
on
Wood,
intently.
who has reached all 4 times. He had the homer,
Down in the dirt, all
2
one.
walks the old-fashioned way, and then an intentional walk in the 5th.
I don't know. It just seems like. I mean, I realize, we're in the bottom of the 7th. We have 2 full innings of batting left to get 2 runs or more. Obviously, we want more. We want them to try to have to beat us.
It's got to figure out if StatCast can find a way to get it in the algorithm. It shows up, of course, as a slider. But if we could get slambio
That'd be a
showing
big
up
win.
on the Braves Vision score bug, that'd be a victory.
Staying out arm side. 3 balls, no strikes. He struck out House on 3 pitches to start this inning, but the walk to Meade, a single by Millis, and now Wood ahead
So
3-0
Wood,
here.
1 for 1 on the day. 3-0 count. That's going to be ball 4.
And another
Bases
pitch that
loaded.
stays arm side. And James Wood.
It looks like
reached all 5 times,
Hamilton
so that's
may
gonna
be
prompt
done.
A visit from Jeremy Hefner.
4 walks in this game, including the 1 intentional for James Wood. It's like an old Barry Bonds.
Now, you don't
line
want to
from
see
back
that.
in the day. 4 walks
You
and
don't
home.
want to see your pitching coach out on the mound as much as the Braves coaching has been tonight. I mean,
And Garcia
everything
coming to
for the
plate.
Braves started
And a
with
guy that's certainly
Ronaldo
capable. We mentioned
going
he
46
had a nice
pitches
year
before
in
getting out of the first
2024,
inning.
but
He was pulled by the top of the third.
he's been
He was
very
pulled
capable. 3 hits. and
by the bottom of the
he
third.
drove
You
him
know,
onto
the
the
start of
fifth.
the third for them. Looks like they're going to stay with Hamilton. Looks like it was just a talk this time.
Out towards right.
That's
center.
deep out to right.
Run, Acuna, he can't.
Acuna misses it.
It bounces out to the wall.
That's going to clear the bases.
They're going to score 2.
Oh, they got 2.
Stops at third, but what a night for Garcia. Garcia, 4 hits, and that's
So it looks like we should have runners on second and third, I do believe.
This ball was hit in a perfect
Yeah,
spot here.
they have looked so off tonight.
and Ronald both go after, and Michael did not have a chance. That what he needed to kind of keep doing was stay behind Ronald and back it up. Not sure it would have made much of a difference anyway. It's going to be a double. They didn't score the runner from first.
So runners at second and third, infield in. Jacob Young, high and tight.
Almost hit the batter this time. Braves pitching not looking too well tonight. Down in the dirt, ball 2. All right, so we're 2-0 in the count. 1 out. Runners on second and third, bottom of the 7th. Straight down the pipe for strike 1. Washington now leading 7-3 over the Atlanta Braves.
Nobody warming up in that Braves.
Sorry,
bullpen.
Braves Nation, but
It's all Hamilton
I
right
know
now for
we
Walt
always
Weiss.
say that they're never down and out, but they have got to get something immediately going if we're going to stay in this.
High bouncer, so high that even with the infield,
That's going to do it for out number 2.
Score. And the Nationals
Wood with
now
a high
5
chopper,
and hoping
caught
to
by
end the
Ozzie,
Braves' 6-game
thrown
win
to Matt
streak.
Olson for out number 1, or out number 2.
Yeah, kind of a tough break here. You get the weak contact, but as it goes off the plate, there's not a lot you can do, and so you just take that out over at first.
But it did bring another run home for the Washington Nationals, so they now lead 8-3.
Garcia to third on the play, and the batter Abrams.
Right.
Oh for 3 tonight. Tough series for Abrams, who came in a tremendous start this year, but he also had a couple of errors yesterday in key spots for the Nationals.
Strike 2. Oh, wait a minute. What? Yeah, there you go. Their little clicker guy. He needs to learn what he's doing because he added two balls.
Hits this a ton.
That's going to be a foul ball, so
way out in front.
count stay the same, 0-2.
Gets out in front of some off-speed pitches. That was a little bit more, though, about the location for Hamilton. After a couple of the walks in this inning, he goes 0-2 inside the strike zone. If you go back to that slider, you want to see it buried below the zone.
C.J. Abrams 0 for 3 tonight.
Four-seam
Gonna
fastball.
foul tip that one back
stays
again.
0-2.
0-2 the count. If it stay the same, we'll do it again.
Maybe that Yankees jersey is supporting Ian Hamilton.
There you go.
You know, that guy's still back there behind home plate. Just went to fill up his beverage.
Like a good
Oh, the
cold
NFL
apple
draft?
on a night like tonight.
I could probably.
To Olsen.
I just don't know what it all
runs.
consists of.
5-run cushion for the Nats.
Yeah, I might be able to do something, throw it on, and be able to talk through who's being drafted where. Maybe I could talk to H-Town tonight and see if maybe he might want to do something like that with me. Mav wouldn't be able to because he works night shifts, so he wouldn't be able to do it. But H-Town might, or maybe we'll give Mr. Goose a call and see if he's got the day off. Maybe he'd sit in one. Yeah, I'll think about that, Kenneth. I'll see what I can do about it. Kind of sounds like a plan. Maybe do the draft Thursday night, then stream Saturday for the Braves game. Saturday, Sunday for the Braves game. Unless Maverick wants one of them days in there. basically, guys, on weekends, if there's a day that he wants, I'll let him string. It's a polite thing to do. He doesn't get a chance. He doesn't get a lot of time. You know, he's not available to be able to do it. So, speaking of, we haven't done shout outs in a while, guys. So, our buddy On the Go with CeeLo, great streamer, guys. Does a lot of NASCAR, does blogs, Disney cruises, all kinds of things. On the screen is the link to his channel. That's youtube.com/@onthegowithCeeLo. Check him out. Awesome streamer.
Pizza Hut app.
Then we got
top of the 8th inning. It's time
Dixon
for
Way.
Destin Fort Walton.
Larry over at the Dixon Way. That's youtube.com/@the_Dixon_Way. Another great streamer does a lot of Atlanta sports. So basketball, baseball, football, you know, he does it all. So another great streamer. Head on over there, check them out for us, guys and gals. Then, of course, our buddy that we were talking about, Mr. Maverick Sports.
A ball that's pitched
youtube.com/@_Maverick Sports.
Ever in the StatCast era.
So while he's talking golf, and certainly that applies, but
we hadn't done a shout out in a long time.
Right? I mean, that's a slap shot there down low and doing it with some exit velocity. Either way, we know.
All right, so we got Baldwin, 1 for 3 on the night.
But he also covers the top of the zone pretty well.
All 2.
And he sprays the ball to all parts.
Here we are in the top of the 8th. They have got this. They got now. Now's the start.
Just a guess.
Baldwin's the start. He needs to do something. He needs to be productive.
That's bold because if you're wrong, it could be offensive to Drake.
Hide up, outside.
100% he can do it.
Inside.
That would make it official.
Almost in the face.
I'd also call that a one-timer, CJ. The puck was in motion.
That's right. See, that's the kind of situation you don't mind finding yourself in when you're in Baldwin's shoes. You're ahead in the count, 3-0.
Icing is to the folks.
Yeah, crossing
now
two red
you get
lines.
the choice of what you're doing. All 4.
So when you're in deep trouble and you're just trying to punt it out of your own end zone. Wait.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know if I'd go punt.
Yeah, intentional grounding? What?
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Baldwin with a free pass here to start the 8th. Perez is the new pitcher. The Braves obviously some ground to make up here. We'll see if they can get to the lefty.
It's got a good arm. Fastball gets up 96, 97 on average. Curveball.
Ozzie Albies at the plate. He'll be hitting right-handed this time.
For Perez. Wiley's also got to be pretty happy.
We have a left-handed pitcher on the mound, so anytime a left-handed pitcher's up, Ozzie
Truist.
He is a switch hitter. He'll switch over to the right-hand side.
On Georgia right now, 12-4.
Got Matt Olson on deck and Austin Riley standing third.
What a start to the season for the Yellow Jackets.
That's going to be high outside,
so
all
number
1.
5 right now.
1-1 count.
I bet you Wiley knows this. It's got to be like the highest rank they've both been, right, while facing each other.
The Reds will be pitching on the 7th pitch.
Let's see. Wait for it.
Yes, that is the highest, CJ. And look, I mean, I know I'm a Tech alum, but Georgia's having a great year, too. I mean, honestly, college baseball in the state.
Right. Looks like he's got the pitch he wants.
It's pretty serious right now.
Yeah, in a good spot.
Wind up,
no
and
doubt.
here's the pitch. That's going to be a dropped in for a base hit for Ozzie Albies.
Wow.
That'll bring Baldwin up to second base, so we now have runners on first and second.
Something
Matt Olson heading to the plate.
Baldwin, Ozzie with a single. Nobody out here.
Well,
the key factor, just like the announcer just said, is that there are no outs
Anything
right
coming
now.
into him is where he seems to do the most damage, and he stays on that curveball well enough for a base hit.
Remember, guys and gals, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button and slap that notification bell so you don't miss any time I live.
Instead of a puppy, you adopt a curveball.
I'll be doing at least one video tonight after the stream, so keep in mind to check that out.
With things in the off season, did
I am active in my community page on the YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out.
Zaxby's, who's got the sauce?
All right, they go look down to third base.
Major
Pump,
league ranks
says
since
no
the start of
swing,
2021. All of these categories, top 5.
Here we are, 1-1 in
Pretty
the count.
amazing to see here.
Top
Of course,
of
the
the 8th,
games
no
and the
outs, runners on
consistency,
first
but
and second.
the offensive production to go with it for Matt Olson. He is saucy.
Here comes the pitch. That's going to be low outside, so ball 2.
Walt Weiss was saying before the game just how impressive he thought Matt Olson's homer to straightaway center was yesterday with how cold it was. It was windy. But he launched that thing over the center field wall in the 4th yesterday.
All right.
They have a challenge left, but not going to use it.
That was close.
I wouldn't, Matty. I wouldn't use that challenge. That is definitely a strike.
Matt Olson thought better of it. Think about leverage situations. If you're right, 3-1 count right now, but down by 5. I could see why maybe you let that one go by.
So that's what I'm talking about. Players with smarts like that.
Playing up the middle, Abrams stops it, and they're able to get the 1 at second. Olson beats it out at first. Pretty good job by Abrams and Nunez up the middle.
Kind of had disaster written all over it at one point, but they do a nice job
Wait a
recovering
minute.
and at least getting that out.
They got the guy at second.
And definitely made it
Did
closer
we get a
to
run?
first than I thought it was going to be.
Okay, there he's on third. I couldn't
That was a
tell.
long way to
They
go.
didn't
The
show
issue
nothing.
becomes, can your second baseman get there in time? You don't see him catch it that far in front of the bag too much. A lot of times you just take the out over
Well,
at first base in that
Ozzie got
situation
forced
where the
out at
ball's
second,
taken.
but Matty ran it down and was able to.
A lot of errors for the Nationals.
He was able to foot it to first before they got him.
But none tonight.
Austin
for
Riley
either
now
team.
stepping in 0-2 for the day. Right one. Boy, I'm telling you, things just not working right. It's like my browser
Yeah,
keeps
so
glitching
last
out.
CJ, with him starting in '99, you must have had him
All right,
for
guys.
a few seasons.
Yes,
I do
And
apologize
always a
if
great guy and highly
the
respected
quality
and
is crappy
carries himself
on
like
my
a true
end.
professional. You don't
I'm really
last this
sorry.
long as an umpire unless you do, but he's a good one. A good man.
On to second.
That's-
Wild throw. Oh my.
Oh, they still got him though.
That is one of the strangest plays you will ever see.
I don't know what just happened there. We got to see that again.
What happened on that throw and where Nunez was? If it was that far offline, or if Garcia just assumed that C.J. Abrams was going to be there.
Okay,
so he threw the ball
Garcia
down.
Braves do get a
takes
run
it,
out of this.
throws
He
it
just kind of threw it there, and
over.
lucky that ball didn't end up in the outfield. That's good recovery from C.J. Abrams. That could have been
Garcia
real ugly.
Jr. throws it
That's a pick too. That ball
over
was in the
second
dirt.
base. The shortstop,
That was
luckily, is back there,
bizarre.
catches the ball, who in returns throws it back
Get a
to
little closer,
first.
8-4. Here's a chance.
Yeah, they got the guy at first, but they totally
Challenged by
They
the Nats and
totally
Miller.
mess up the force at second. I mean, that
And
was
score one for Laz Diaz, and the Nationals
that was
are on
super
the challenge.
strange,
I
man.
think we're at 5 now for the night.
I
3 of
mean,
them have
hey,
been
it scored
burned,
us a
so
run. We're now
Laz
down by
Diaz is on the
4.
positive side. I don't think we're going to get to that 9. We were pacing at an unbelievable rate.
All right, that's going to be down low, so that'll be a ball.
Mentioned how long that Laz Diaz has been around. He's worked 3 World
He's on
Series.
2 for 3 today with a
2007,
double and a single.
2017, and 2020 during the COVID year as well. He's 63. You think about this, Blake Butera, the Nationals manager, at 33. So Blake was 7 when Laz Diaz got his start as an umpire at the major league level.
All right,
Well,
3-0
they
the
share
count.
same
2
diamond
outs.
tonight. 3-0 pitch.
That'll be racked up as a strike. 3-1 count. Hey, welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you're just joining us, the Washington Nationals are currently leading in the top of the 8th, 8-4 over the Atlanta Braves. All 4.
Duvall takes his base. Not done yet here in the 8th inning.
Looks like we're going to have a mound visit.
The pitching coach is even younger, right? We say he's 30?
30.
So you add the pitching coach and the manager together and you get one Laz Diaz.
There you go. Well done, my
Thank you.
friend.
And I'm just taking a guess, but he's definitely been on a surfboard before. Skateboard.
He pitched in the minors. Made it to AAA. He knew Sean Doolittle, though, from a baseball performance lab, and Sean Doolittle still on staff with the Nationals. Sean had good things to say about Simon Matthews, and that helped him in getting the job here in Washington.
I really like his work in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Youngster, their pitching coach, 30 years old. Good for him.
Now, these guys that come out of those labs who joke around, they're sharp, and they certainly know what they're
doing.
All
right, so we got Money Mike
in professional
at
baseball.
the plate. Money Mike 1 for 3 on the day.
Because these guys are hungry for it.
2
right?
outs,
Whether you're the
runners
lead
on
pitching
first
guy,
and
you're
second,
the second
0-1
guy,
count.
the ability to help with
Here's
the
the
data,
pitch.
translate it.
Down
Pitch
low
development,
outside,
these
ball
guys have
2.
every advantage with them right now, and
Excuse me,
having
ball
coaches
1.
that understand that completely is important. And they put
That was
together a
ball
young,
1.
sharp staff here. So we kid.
All right, so
because we
Perez
kid.
will be pitching his 23rd pitch on the
We
night.
kid because we care. Put that on a bumper sticker.
Great Chris Myers.
Here comes
That's
the
his.
pitch. Right in there for a
go-to.
strike.
Hey, let's take a look at our
Got 1 ball, 2
Whataburger,
strikes.
What a play for Michael Harris. You look at the last 5 games, a couple of homers.
Michael Harris in the last 5
Rediving it. Let's
games
see
with a
what Michael can do
4.67
here. Down to
average,
the
7
count of
for
ball and 2
15,
strikes.
2 home runs, 3 RBIs.
Fouls it off.
He's been hot. Myself and Matt, we're talking about that. Just how
Michael has faced Perez
how
a couple
hot
times
he's been
in
since
his
coming
career.
back
3
from
at-bats overall. He doubled
maternity
off
leave.
him back in 23 when Perez was a member of the Orioles.
Here's a pitch.
Bouncer to short.
That's going to be a bouncer. That's going to step on the bag, and that's going to do it.
8-4 onto the bottom.
We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Braves pull within 4. Hey, we still got the. Well, we got to hold them this one, but we still got one more shot. Either tie it or win it. Hey, you can't deny what they've done so far this season. Now, do I want them to already have plateaued? Oh no. And do I think they've plateaued? No, not at all. Things happen, you know. You're traveling, weather, guys, you know, the way guys' bodies feel. There's a lot that goes into it. And there's a lot that goes into the psychology of it. So, you know, day to day, you take it day to day. They haven't plateaued. Now, I'm going to stay positive and say we're gonna pull this one out. We're gonna win it. We're gonna come back. Even if we don't, hey guys, we'll just move on. You know, we're currently second in the NL. We're just behind the Dodgers. Let's look at that.
The only one who cares.
Yep.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by your
Dodgers will
Ford
be
dealer.
their first pitch time is
Xfinity
8:45
reliable
p.m.
Wi-Fi at one price. Xfinity,
So they'll be starting their game here soon.
rooms
Now,
to go.
if we lose, we want the Dodgers to
Beautiful rooms, all $999
on a Braves aspect. Now, you know, as you know, I follow both teams.
Game 2 of a 4-game series. The Braves 6-game win streak, but the Nationals 3 outs from ending that. Right now, Piamps is into the game to try to keep this at 8-4.
We had that long break, what we say, 9-10 days where he hadn't pitched, and he did a nice job yesterday. 3 up and 3 down, and they're going to ask him to do the same here tonight.
Five, 6, 7 in the order, starting with Dalen Lyle.
I tell you, everybody but Bummer. Everybody but Bummer has come in and just been wild with their
tonight
pitches.
because Lopez only recorded 3 outs, had his struggles, and then it's been a handful of arms out of the bullpen since.
That's going to be out to right field. Acuna under it.
There's the first out of the bottom.
Route number 1.
Quick message from Kia. Now, if you did not hear Nick and Peter earlier, if you haven't been on social media, Spencer Strider, really good outing tonight for AAA Gwinnett. 4 1/3, CJ. 8 strikeouts, just 1 hit, no runs, and 1 walk.
Sounds like he looks pretty good. Some of the metrics that he looks for in his fastball seem to be there as well. And so now the Braves will have a decision to make. And you kind of heard the guys alluding to it a little bit with that next start happened at the big league level.
Tell him I love you, dude.
We'll see. It's going to be good to get him back. Rough spring training with all the news we got with the starting pitchers that went down. Spencer Strider at the very end with that oblique.
I don't like that.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, and given all of those injuries, there was anticipation that the start to the season for the Braves pitching would be rough. It has been anything but. There have been just few bumps on the road, but tonight one of them certainly for Reynaldo López.
They say you're pretty kitty. They say you're a pretty kitty.
Full count to Nunez.
All right, so 3-2 in the count. She's saying hi to everybody on YouTube. Pretty kitty.
1 out walk here at the bottom of the 8th for Nasim Nunez. Second time he's reached tonight.
Lights in the front you can.
It's 11 walks now tonight for Braves pitching. The season.
All right, so we got Brantley House heading to the plate, 1 for 2 on the night.
It started with 3 in
Does
the
have a
first
single
inning
on the
by
night.
Lopez.
Okay. You can sit up here, but you gotta be right there.
Runner heads for second. Good jump, and Nunez in there easily. And we mentioned how he's one of the top 5 base stealers right now across Major League Baseball. This is his 9th of the year.
And it's an average jump, right? It's the great speed.
Well, it looks like Washington's going to steal it again.
He steals it pretty easily.
$20 base runners tonight for the Nationals. Going for third.
Safe, they call him. Hughes just stole third as well.
Frustrating certainly for Jonah Heim, but a lot of times if you're going to steal third, good base stealers will tell you go ahead and do it right after you stole second on that first pitch. Sometimes the guard is down.
Infield in.
Swing and a miss, so strike 2.
So now there's only one player in baseball
1 ball,
with
2 strikes.
more stolen bags than Nunez. That is Jose Ramirez with 11. And then Nunez and O'Neal Cruz each have 10.
I couldn't tell what the ref was even
saying.
saying.
This game is only through 7 1/3.
This ump here at home base, he went to the
when they walked 14 against the Washington Nationals.
first base and the third base ump.
That was in Atlanta game. They lost 7-1.
At least 3 times apiece now.
8+ seasons since we have seen the Braves walk this many in a game.
And threatening to walk another one.
Down the dirt.
Walk
All
number
4.
12. Let's talk
This
about
pitching staff, they just,
talk about
they're
Star Wars night at Truist Park.
They're crapping the bed
Friday,
tonight.
April 24th. Go to Braves.com/Star Wars. Look at that bobblehead with Matt Olson and what's the
Well, first of all, I took the head off to look at it. I realized I put the helmet on backwards. That was not intentional, so I apologize. And it's Grogu. It says it right on there.
Grogu.
We were reprimanded heavily, which makes us doing this again a little risky because it's almost like saying something bad about a Swiftie. If you say something, we weren't saying anything bad about Star Wars at all. We just kept messing it up. But yeah, check that guy out. And boom.
That is awesome.
That is pretty cool. We get Matt Olson, a little mustache there.
Yeah, they gave those away for free.
Hair.
I would have loved to have been
come
able
out
to
and
be
get
at the
yours,
stadium
whether
to
you're a
get those
Star
kind of
Wars
things.
fan or
That'd be
not.
so neat.
Big weekend at the park between that and Brian Snitker getting inducted into the Braves Hall of Fame.
I sent my buddy Maverick,
weekend back
him
in
and his
Atlanta.
kids, and a buddy of
And I
his.
did see that the Philadelphia
I pay for
Phillies announced that
their
Zach
tourist
Wheeler will be
tickets.
back.
You know,
He's
I go
starting that
online,
game
I
on
find him, I
Saturday.
pay him, I give him to him, he goes.
Should be a pretty good matchup.
He's supposed to get me a
Phillies continuing
souvenir.
to struggle.
He got
They carried
a Ronald Acuna Jr. baseball card and kept it for himself.
Down the line.
That's gone. That's gone.
3-run homer.
3-run home run. 11-4. Sorry, Braves Nation. We're not pulling this one back. I'm just going to call it right there that we're not. We're playing.
Two-seam fastball here, elevated in.
We're playing for fun now.
It's a pitch that he is going to want in, probably down, even belt high, but it's impressive to keep that ball fair. It's running in on the hands, and it did by a pretty good margin. And now it's just kind of turned into one of those nights where we thought.
Hey, more power to him, man.
They were in striking
That's why we're here.
The Nats have
We're
opened
a
it
lover
up.
of the game.
So let's talk about the Phillies and the Mets struggles, and what do you say?
Yeah.
So the Phillies are on a 6-game skid.
Who's racing at Talladega? Sorry, I didn't see
the
the chat.
Cubs right now. The Mets were up 3-0 trying to end their 11-game losing streak, but the Twins have tied it, and that game is in the 9th right now, tied at 3.
Yeah, top of the ninth. The Twins just took the lead, as you were saying that.
Well, look
Bases
at it
loaded,
though.
nobody out.
We're like
Could be
the
adding
Mets
up
are
some
9
more.
games behind us.
Talk
The
about
Phillies are 8.
How they were going to be received at Citi Field.
Second
and
place
that's awesome.
in the
Chatter
division is
online
5
where Mets
games
fans were trying
behind
to
us.
pull
So
off what the
now,
Phillies fan
am I
think
saying
usually
I
when
want
Trey
us to
Turner was
start
really
losing a
struggling.
bunch of
Saying,
games?
let's get
No.
behind them. Let's cheer them
But
right now. He's kind of talking
we
about
got to
that.
understand it's
The
going to
season
happen.
turned around. So I don't know if they're going to do that in Queens. That doesn't seem like their MO.
Now it's can we bounce back? Because
And
we
no
haven't
team
lost
in
a
Major League
series yet this
Baseball
season.
history has ever lost 12 straight games in a season and gone on to make the playoffs. And the Mets now down in the 9th and could potentially lose.
Oh,
their
the race to
12th
the
in a row
Talladega
tonight.
Sunday, you say? Okay. Gotcha.
Called strike
Gotcha,
there,
Kenneth.
2 down.
I guess my brain couldn't wrap around your question or your statement. I thought maybe you were asking if Maverick was going to be. 'Cause I know he goes to the races quite a bit. Well, I shouldn't say quite a bit, but he has a few times in the last few years. Lady Luck never came in. Lucky Laney just never showed up. He popped in just for a small time. You know, all the lucky crew need. What happened is all of our lucky crew, we all didn't get together, so
Now this
the
should
Braves just
send
couldn't
us
do
to
it.
the 9th. With a 3-run homer by
We couldn't give him that vibe, man.
11-4.
Well, here we go. Braves got 3 outs to get it done. All right, so we might as well start looking at what's upcoming. See, I don't know if I can stream tomorrow. Maybe I can just clean up the series tomorrow night. And then do the draft Friday, or Thursday. They had their game. Oh, I guess the series doesn't wrap up until Thursday. Okay, I got it. Gotcha. Then we start the Phillies Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Chris Sale's supposed to be pitching against Cavalli on Thursday.
Perez.com/waitlist and join today.
Perez is going to be
most
pitching
random thing
against
a fan has asked
Littell
you to do
tomorrow.
or asked you for.
I mean, I've signed a lot of Kit Kats the last week.
Really?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, Kenneth, I think
People ask you
maybe
to sign
I think
that Kit
maybe we
Kat.
can.
No, it's
I mean,
hilarious.
I wouldn't think that the draft now. The
Wiley
draft's
Ballard,
multiple days, though, isn't
Braves
it?
Country Convos is the podcast, and it's a great podcast.
I mean, I don't want to start
or the host.
I don't want to start something
and
that's
how about
multiple
Eddie
days
Perez
and not
right
be
now
able
eating
to,
a Kit Kat over the
to
Braves.
follow it all the
Did
way
Wiley
through.
give that to him? I don't know, but you can watch the podcast on YouTube. Hold on.
I guess the best I can say, guys and
anywhere you
gals,
get
is
your
just keep an eye on
podcasts. Okay, go ahead.
the channel, in the community, and in the post
Where else
section.
would he have gotten it, Brandon?
I place all the.
I got two more right here. He's ready.
I'm going to be trying to get
And
a
he
stream
saw me stuffing
schedule
those
together.
in
I know
there.
I've been
Fan
saying it
getting
for
to
the
me,
last
kinda
couple
looked at me and said,
streams,
"Hey, later."
but,
I said, "You got it."
How does one sign a Kit Kat?
I really don't got a set
Sharpie just rubs
schedule
right
right
off,
now.
Wiley.
I
If
have
you
a lot
know
of,
what you're doing, it doesn't.
Okay.
But,
especially in the next couple weeks. I have
I'll
a
give
lot
you
of
some
doctor
pointers later.
appointments
I'll be
coming up,
honest,
so
I
it's a little
signed
hard
it,
to-
gave it back. I didn't test
it's a little hard to plan
the
for
integrity
something.
of the mark.
I know. I picture a sad kid when that's smeared right off.
I mean, I think an expo.
But yeah, like
would
I said, I
definitely
think
smear
the
off.
best I can
Sharpie's
say
got a
is
little
just
hanging.
keep an eye on the
Okay.
channel.
They can hang in there.
Are you working on a Sharpie
I try to post up a
sponsorship
good
down there,
24
Ballard?
hours before the stream.
Maybe.
So
Hey, my people
if I'm gonna
talking to their
stream,
people.
you'll
We'll see
know
how it
in
plays out.
advance at least 24
No,
hours.
but looking forward to hearing that podcast.
I'll
with
look
Wiley.
into it. I got to see how many
Wiley's
days,
episode
Kenneth,
out.
that the draft
Why
is.
have I not been told about this until right now?
And here's the other thing. It's not the longest one, but it's pretty close. An hour and 9 minutes of Wiley Ballard that you would get on that
69 minutes of
Yes,
Ballard?
that's a
Oh,
lot of Ballard.
It's a lot of Ballard.
All
And
right.
They do an excellent job with that.
Here we are,
And
1
it's
and
just
2
something
count.
developed about it. His
Top of the ninth.
wife was on in late February. So really good listen. We're gonna learn
That's
a
going
little
to
bit
be a
more
line
about
drive right
Roger
to
and his
first
family.
over to the
Wright did a great
pitcher
job
who steps on the
on
bag
the
for out number 1.
So actually, when Charlie Culberson was on, he was on with his wife Sarah. They went at an hour 10, so they got Wiley about a minute.
No, it's a great podcast. Check it out if you don't already. Subscribe to it. Braves and Country Convos.
Sounds like maybe a flight home at the end of this thing on Thursday.
I'm locked in.
You got
I
Yas,
was going to watch
who was
West
0 for
Wing
1 on the
season
night.
4, but now it's Ballard season 1.
That's high and upside, outside, ball 1.
Well, this is the most runs allowed by the Braves this season. They allowed 10 to the Marlins on April 13th, but the Nats up 11-4 here with 1 out in the 9th, looking to end the Braves' 6-game win streak. And Beater's trying to get the final 3 outs here.
I'm not going to say the Braves were due for one like this, but they have been playing so well.
Now remember, that was 6 wins out of the last 9 games.
And you get focused on winning the series.
Or no, excuse me. They had 7 out of the last 9 wins.
At some point, a hiccup would come, and
they were on a
unfortunately,
6-game
Lopez
win
just
streak.
never really was on track tonight.
Yeah, had a real hard time finding that consistent release.
I believe that's how it
Noted
was.
a lot of arm side misses, and not just misses.
They were
for
playing
him,
well,
but
very
there were
well.
some significant misses. He was having a hard time throwing those competitive pitches that you want to see.
Twins now up 2 and still going in the top of the 9th there at Citi Field in New York, by the way.
And another former Yankee, so maybe that guy was here to see Beater.
Ah, the parade of former Yankees continues. Yaz went around. Braves down to their final out here. Certainly one positive tonight, in addition to what we told you about Strider and his rehab starting Gwinnett, is Ronald Acuna getting hit by a couple of pitches yesterday in the lineup and seems like playing without any issue tonight.
Yeah, good to see, right? I thought maybe it would just be that kind of standard day off just to play it safe with the games in a row.
All right, Acuna 0 for 4 on the night.
Acuna Jr.
Strikeout, fly out, 2 ground
good enough to be
outs.
out there.
Just as we say that, up and in.
Acuna ahead in the count 2-1. 2 outs. Trailing 11 to 4. Comes Beater and his windup. Down in the dirt. Ball 2.
3 balls and a strike.
3
Drake
ball.
Baldwin hoping for one more opportunity.
3 balls and a strike.
He's on deck. Drake had his 6th homer of the year back in the 3rd inning. Tied with Matt Olson for the most on the team.
Gotta be a base hit. 2 out. That's a 2-out single for Acuna. That's going to bring Drake Baldwin to the plate, who had his 6th home run earlier in the game. Oh, okay, Kenneth. Yeah, that's when I thought that they're multiple days.
The homer to right center traveled almost 440 feet back in the 3rd.
I don't know. We'll see then. Ooh, big swing and a miss.
For another one right there with a big hack at the slider from Beater.
I mentioned it, but all 6 of his homers now have been solo shots. So got a man on. Chance to change that here. Acuna will bump up 90 feet.
Well, that wild pitch, as you heard the announcer say, Acuna bumps up 90 feet.
Beater with a 1-1 pitch.
Come on, Baldwin.
Misses with a 4-seam fastball.
I think if they had a challenge left, that'd probably be a strike, but we'll take it. It's 2-1 count. 2 balls and a
Game 3
strike.
tomorrow. Again, it's another night game. Remember, it's a 4-game series. Martin Perez against Zach Littell. And then Thursday, the day game, Chris Sale against Cade Cavalli. With a 5 Eastern start to
2-2
finish
count.
out this road trip.
And another kind of ace matchup, right? For Chris Sale, he's had quite a few of those. Cavalli is their #1 in this rotation.
But right now, the Nats trying to even the series at a game apiece. And they do.
Got him swinging. That'll do it.
Into the Braves 6-game
The Washington Nationals have defeated the Atlanta Braves. They have killed the 6-game winning streak.
Just that 1 inning, it seemed like the Braves had a chance to.
Congratulations, Washington fans.
Late, and the win streak is over. But like we said, got a chance to win this series. You come back tomorrow. Good pitching lined up, as you just mentioned, over the next 2 games.
Back to DC in a moment.
And there you have it. Back and forth a little bit, but it wasn't. I mean, they just truly could not. They just couldn't catch up. I mean, you know, Reynaldo, 46 pitches before he got out of the first. 40, high 30s or low 40s before he even had an out on somebody. That ain't good. I really thought that we would see him come in and that he was going to be just dominant. And everybody looked off. I think, in my opinion, from what I saw, Bummer was the best pitching that we had tonight. And that's my opinion. But I think Bummer was clearly, and he only got to pitch, 3 up, 3 down. I would have liked to have seen Bummer in for at least another inning. All the rest of them come in. Their control was off. Now, they could say, "Oh, well, it was cold." Well, okay, yeah, it was cold, but the Nationals pitched well. Their starting pitcher was in there until 94, 95 pitches. He pitched through it. I don't want to say Atlanta's not used to the cold type thing, and that Washington's more adapt to the cold. I don't want to say that. But good game, anyways. We can't win them all. All right, guys and gals. I think it's about that time. I certainly appreciate everybody stopping in. Hey, if you subscribed and you don't have a public profile for YouTube, it doesn't come through and do the little dancing emoji and alert everybody that you had subscribed. I can't tell until after I end the stream if people have subscribed. So if you did and it didn't tell me, I really appreciate you subscribing. Thank you, everybody. Certainly appreciate everything. Look for me to stream. I will be streaming Thursday. I don't know if it'll be NFL or if it's going to be MLB. Just keep an eye on the channel, in the community section and the post section. Look in those two places, and that'll keep you up to date. Or stop by Discord. Okay, guys. That said, hey, I'm going to kick out of here. Thank you again for everybody that stopped in. I'll see you all again on Thursday. So, hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network. I'll see you guys later.